What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Monday. Oh my goodness, it's so many things going on. Today, man, I don't know where I'm going to start. Let me share the show right quick. Let me share the show before I walk in the door. Okay, there I am right there. I shared it. Shared with my little groups. Let's see. I'm a group one, group two group. Let me see. I got a couple more groups. I got a couple more public groups, but I don't know who they are. So I don't like to share it to people. I don't know who it is. So I'm not gonna share it to them. I'm not gonna share it with them. I got some what else we got? Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Yeah, I got so many things I'm thinking about right now. Let's get this share. I gotta go to YouTube and I'm gonna share it over there. Boy, hey, this gonna be a pretty good show today. Uh, y'all got to pull it out of me now. Cause I got some information. I meet people and introducing new people to the show. Had a good time this weekend. My son came up and hung out with me for we played a little golf. Man, let me tell you something. That's my favorite golf date. My favorite golf date. I'd rather play with him than anybody. They talking about if I had a great foursome, it's gonna be my greatest foursome that really want to play with. I played with Tiger before, so I don't really have to say him again. But I know it would be my son first. Then I think about the other two people I want to play with, but it's my son first. But it just amazed me. When he was younger, he just he only played when I wanted to play. He didn't take the game serious. But what has happened is he got friends now, and they can play and they've been playing for a long time. So he trying to accelerate this process about how to play golf, and he just don't understand yet. Golf is a process, and you can't serve it before it's time. It's a unique game. And just so many things. You can be good at one thing one day, and then you can. Shout out to congratulations to Robert Young. Hold up, hey, hey, let me tell you something. I ain't gonna take all the credit because he always trying to give me the credit. But for helping him with his golf game, shoot, he was just a person that he was. Let me see the name. Let me see. It's called the Elevations Golf Club. That's their golf club. And in 2025, uh, he he on what he said heat on tournament, and he is the champion. He came out. This is a young man who got me really because I had kind of stopped golf for a while, and he used to always tell me he always saw me. I used to come to his salon, and he said I always have a golf glove in my hand or a golf. You forget when your glove is in your back pocket. And he said, "Why didn't I ever introduce him to golf?" So he started liking golf. Him and his brother Rock, and his wife Rosie too. And they are so passionate about the game. It was easy for him to learn because he had time, and resources to do it. And all I did was just point him in the right directions. And now he won his first time. These people have been beating him and beating him and beating him. He just kept moving up and quit moving up. And I told him when we played earlier this week, boy, you're gonna play good this weekend. And he went out there and took care of his business, man. I'm so proud of him. When you can help people get better. I mean, it ain't helping me, it's helping him. And I feel I'm so happy about helping him get to his he loved playing golf, can hit that golf ball too. Y'all better watch him now. Don't be coming out there. I ain't been playing but so many years. He'll come out there with that, but he can flat out play the game. Shout out to all my starting five. We got Brad Kimball, we got that is Moody. We got German Jay Johnson. We got who is this? Brandon Wheatfall. I see Robert Young, D Hope. Y'all need to share this show. This is gonna be it's gonna be unique, man. It's so many things. Just sitting there this weekend at the Ruck on the Wood, the tournament that Jimmy gives on for the 11th graders and the 12th graders this weekend. Shout out to Adam Boyd, one of the top players in the state and in the city. He showed up and showed out. He showed that he was, you know, he was that dude. But he already got a scholarship to, I think, I forgot what school he's going to, but he already got a scholarship. But he showed up and showed out. So proud of him. Because a lot of people, they don't show up. And Jimmy explained something, because Dirk Minifield was there with me. And I'll let Jimmy explain this a little bit later. Dirk Minifield was there with me, and he was just talking about, the basketball really wasn't yesterday, wasn't it? I like the youngsters just a little bit better. Uh, uh, I like the youngsters that I saw last week. They played their understanding of the game. Okay, thank you, Louisiana Tech. But their understanding of the game was a little bit. I enjoyed watching the youngsters play than these two classes here. We had a few of them. We had a few of them that I kind of liked in these two classes, but those young guys were just a little, just for me. Not to say they were bad. It's just for me, because I know these guys on the clock. And these guys got a sense of urgency if they want to go play college basketball. And you got to be you got to be pretty good, because you got it's 11th and 12th grade. You ain't, 12th grade, I don't think you got no more summers. This year, you don't have no more summers. At least 11th graders got another summer to get better. Shout out to Daryl Anderson. He down there and cruising down there in Honduras. But we'll talk about that a little later, because but just sitting around, and understanding that most of those guys in there yesterday was non-Division One players. Nothing against them, but they're just non-Division One players. And I I was just sitting watching and saw the parents. I told you the crowd dwindled down or some. Shout out there. I saw Darwin, King Sticks. If y'all see him on there, he was in the building. Both times. I stayed the whole time this time. I didn't play golf yesterday. I stayed for both sessions this time. I didn't do that for the 10th grader. 10th graders, I owe y'all. I got to do something for the 10th graders. I got to do something for y'all, because I didn't stay. I had to go hit the golf ball. But had a great weekend. But tell me, y'all got anything y'all want to talk about before I get into this thing? Is anything happening to y'all this weekend? It's let me know. But ladies and gentlemen, let me help you out. Uh, it's a reminder today. It's beginning. Preseason is over for the NFL. And it's a reminder many players' lives will change forever after getting cut by the NFL this week. It was cut day. They got to get down to a lot of people got cut yesterday. It's going to be some more cuts soon before the season starts. HR Bartholomew. What's going on, baby? The preseason is over. It's time. It's time for the worst day of the year. Saying many prayers for the players. Lives will change forever. They're getting cut by this NFL, but I'm gonna explain some stuff to y'all about this professional sports. I just want y'all to be informed. And I hope you hear my heart on it. And only 7 days left. What's that? Shit, this weekend. Prairie View, TSU, Labor Day Classic. Y'all better be in the building. I'm finna click that thing across the screen so you can have it. For that, he said the Browns said they're gonna keep Shadua for now. Okay, I got you. That's good. That's good. Absolutely good. Anybody got anything else? Anybody else? But what else I got? It's only 70 days until the 2025-2026 college basketball season officially start. Melvin Dews want to talk about the inside O-line of Deion Sanders was playing behind it. They got cut, but he was playing behind. And what can you do about it? Melvin Dews? What can you do about it? Everybody talking about the Cleveland Browns. They the only one that's drafted him. They the only one gave him a shot. But now you want to talk about the Cleveland Browns. Tell me what you mean. The entire line got cut. All them guys except one got cut, and the next one might get cut. What can you do? You got to play. If you're a fifth round pick, you gonna play with them people that's almost gonna get cut. Because most of the time, fifth round picks don't make the team. They get cut. So, I mean, what is there to talk about, Melvin Dukes? I mean, help me. I mean, certain fights I just ain't gonna try to fight. You know what I'm saying? That ain't a fight. I'm gonna tell you, the Cleveland Browns, I know things that y'all don't know. They didn't have to draft him at all. And they did. People running around here talking about Kevin Stefanski. Yo, they didn't have to draft him. I didn't think y'all, and I think I didn't explain that about 1,000 times, but that's why I love to hear what y'all be thinking about. So I know y'all be thinking, because y'all on y'all on Twitter and them too much. Y'all listen to these folks on Twitter and them too much. I'm just telling you. And it's okay. But it's up for me to help y'all, help y'all out a little bit. No, I just saw a little spot on the show. Anything else? The entire O-line Sanders were playing behind. So what? It's still certain decisions you could have made to get the ball out your hand. Dude, you're in the NFL, man. You're in the NFL, man. Hey, them dude was trying to make the team just like Shador was. Got to learn how to run better, run fast, throw the damn ball away. How about that? Melvin Dukes, just throw that mother. You know they coming. Throw that mother away. Excuse me, y'all. Throw it away. Don't get your head bent. Don't try to play hero ball. You know, you to play with them boys. You know they can't play. You got to be smart enough. They can't play. Okay, up, I see it. Bam. Up, I see it. Bam. Up, I'm seeing it. Get it out your hand. Get it out your hand. You know, Bartholomew, listen, I've studied this game extensively for 30 years, had vested interest in this game for 30-some years. Some of these guys as coaches and GM, they used to be the go fetch it boys when I first got in this league. You follow me? I'm not talking from Twitter. I'm not talking, I know most of these people. Wait, son. So I can't come on here talking about, man, the entire offensive line from Shador was playing behind, got cut. So you're playing, and y'all don't remember. And I'm gonna keep remembering this. Yo, the Cleveland Browns was the only black people that drafted him. Everybody else passed on him. Well, you think they trade him somewhere? Who? Everybody else didn't want him. Let me give me a drink. His one owner liked him. Sonya. Chris Charles said, LeBron James' #1 fan is back in the mix. Where you been, Chris? I miss you, man. Are y'all following me? And I understand, man. I understand that y'all want to get triggered. Y'all don't nobody like Shador Sanders more than me. but I know where he going to try to be a quarterback in. I know the league a little bit. Some of y'all might know it more than me, but y'all got to put your 30 years. Y'all got to have 30 years of intense understanding how this league works. Man, you got to be so much greater than the guy in front of you for them. Russell Wilson was so much greater than Matt Flynn. So much. They keep using these comparisons. No, Russell came and was lights out. Russell threw for 500 yards in preseason. Ain't nothing happened to the Sanders boys. Shiloh with that dumbass play hit that boy in the face and got a penalty. Cut his ass, dude. You're a free agent. You did that same thing. Your daddy suspended you for doing that. Now you can go back and be the joint major at Jackson State if you want to. Can't do that, y'all. I don't care what happened. You can't do that, dude. You are a free agent. Nobody drafted you. Todd Bowles gave you a chance, and you make him look bad by hitting somebody in the face, throwing a punch in a game. Son, I'm just keeping it real, son. Shador. Always remember, Sean. To us, to Robert Hatter, he was the best quarterback. To Robert Hatter, I liked him. But I don't have a team for him to put. I don't have a team to put him on. He was my favorite quarterback. He was the only quarterback I watched every game play. I didn't watch the rest of these guys. I didn't care about the rest of these guys, son. I cared about Shador. But when he gets in the game, he got to throw that damn ball away. He got to throw it away. Can't be running his little ass around there like that. You ain't that damn fast, dude. People gonna kill you, man. You the fourth. Them people already told you, dude. No matter you the fourth string quarterback. Yeah, one good game, yes. I'm gonna put you under here, under versus under heat with the with the offensive lineman that Melvin News wanted to talk about that got cut. Shit, they was in the NFL. Guess what? Those offensive linemen got cut was better than anybody else on this feed. You know why? Because none of us would play for the Cleveland Browns. Ain't now one of us that made no. Ain't now one of us made it there to get cut. Y'all gotta understand. I'm always my favorite player. I'm gonna always tell the truth about him. Remember everybody was talking about James. You remember everybody getting on me about James Harden? I said, look, James is not a number one. He's a Robin. He ain't no Batman. Quit trying to think he finna be the savior, because he ain't finna save you. Now, he gonna get you there, but he gonna need somebody. I said this about my own dude. Man, my heart go out to you and your family, Chris Charles, man. We love you, man. Man, golly. Oh, it's your uncle and your granny in the same month. Oh, my God. Boy, I got something for you today, Chris. Stay here, Chris. Might not be about LeBron, but you can apply it to him. Look, Big Coach said, in order to get cut, you got to be halfway decent. Because there's some people that didn't even make the roster in the beginning. Shador gonna be great. Don't even worry about it, y'all. Y'all want it right now. I never said he was gonna get it right now. Y'all notice I never said. But he got the opportunity. That team gave him the opportunity. He's so good. They keep him 4 quarterbacks and paying FaceTime Deshaun Watson. I'm gonna quit calling that boy FaceTime. And paying Deshaun Watson 2. But let me, I got a question. I'm glad y'all here. Y'all need to share this show. I need some help today. I need some help today. I love the young student athletes in our city. I'll tell you a little bit later why. Had some interactions with a couple of young fellas this weekend. Uh, and the more I go to these events and like this, I know why some people that don't want y'all to listen to the Chop Shop. Uh, but I got a question for y'all today. What should we do? Hold up. Let me play this. Y'all need to, everybody share this. I'm going to need y'all right now. Watch this. Watch this.
There was a report today that Jalen Pope will have to have season-ending shoulder surgery. Can you add anything to that?
No. I don't know, other than I'd like to find out where some of these come from. You know, some of these rats around here, so we'll figure that out.
There was a report today that
some of these rats. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a rat in our community. What should we do about it? I'm going to talk to y'all. What should we do about it? And this rat has done some good things in the community. And we praise this rat for the things he's done. So now, Eric Harris, King Sticks, what should we do? We got a rat in this basketball community. I'm going to leave it up to y'all. Y'all know I got this thing. I don't like to talk about another black man on this show, and I don't like to call their names out, and I don't. Ladies and gentlemen, I might make an exception. Or I don't want to mention his name on this platform. This platform is for greatness. And I don't want to mention a rat on this show. I think this person, y'all seriously might have some mental illnesses. But if you email me and you really want to know at chopshophtx@gmail.com, chopshophtx@gmail.com. If you really want to know, I'm not going to say it on my name. A name ain't worth me. Repeat. I want to. I don't want to give him that much juice. Email me, chopshophtx@gmail.com. What should we do? If we got people in our community, this same person picked up the phone and called me to inquire about getting a certain young man on his basketball team last year, in recent. And I said, okay. He called me talking negative about Mo. What's Mo name? Mo played with the coach for the Hoops, Mo Taylor. He called me talking about any other team that the boy was thinking about going on. What have they done? What did they do for him? What did they do for what's the little kid that went to Louisiana Tech? What's the little kid went to Louisiana Tech? I think he went to Seven Lakes. What the kid name? I forgot his name. Put his name up there if y'all know. Y'all need to share this show. I need my basketball people on here. I need, maybe they tired for whatever the hell they was doing this weekend. But call me. And I said, first of all, if you ever get a chance to talk to them parents, the parents of this kid, don't talk to them like that, what you just told me. Well, I ain't talking about nobody. I said, you just talk. He said he wasn't talking negative about nobody, and he just talked negative about it. And I said, hold on. Oh, AJ Bates. That's his name. AJ Bates. Talking negative about, the Houston Hoops, they didn't do nothing for AJ Bates. Why he want to go over there and play with them? Why he want to go there? Why he go? I said, man, his family, if you talking to them like this, you ain't going to have a shot. But I said, you know what? Better off. I would tell his parents that I talked to you. But man, you would. Well, he ain't that good no way. Well, why you calling me? Why you calling me? Then the next thing you know, I see him at the kid's game talking negative about the kid, but he just called me wanting the kid to be on his team. Y'all got to hear me. Y'all got to hear me. He been doing this stuff over and over. That's why I said something might not. Y'all, he's done some good things in the community. But when I get a text yesterday, right? I'm gonna tell you what the text said. When I get this text yesterday, and he's done a million things that I just said, okay, I just brushed it off. I said, man, yeah. But now his co-star, it just hit me a little bit. Y'all, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. See, the problem is that, if you go to your Bible, James 1:8 warns about being a double-minded man. He said a double-minded person is unstable in all his ways. He'll sit here and talk to Marcus Carroll, leave Marcus Carroll, and say something different. He's double-minded. When you in his face, he gon'. Then he's. Ladies and gentlemen, somebody just texted me and guessed who it was. Ding, 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 ding. You get a car, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. Somebody just texted me and said the name. Hold on. Somebody called me and said, man, what the hell is wrong with this guy? And I said, what you talking about? Because I don't follow him. I don't know what happened. Somebody said, I know you laugh. This wasn't about Mo. This wasn't about Mo. This dude talked about you. This dude probably done talked about you before. He done talked about Brandon Weefall. He done talked about everybody on this feed, including me. This dude. But I don't care. I just, you're harmless. But when you're a rat, rats not harmless. When somebody called me and said, what the hell is wrong with this dude? In a whole nother city. I said, what'd he do? Watch this. He asks a parent, what school your son thinking about? Y'all got to hear this one. Boy, I can't wait. What son? He said, I want my son to play for Damon Stoudemire, Georgia Tech, or Penny Hardaway in Memphis. Do anybody know what those two coaches have in common? Do anybody know what them two coaches have in common? Somebody can put it on the screen. Do anybody know? He said, man, rats carry infections. Absolutely. Yeah, but but a little bit more. That is Moody. They just they black coaches, but guess what? They are friends of this program. Both of them guys have been on this show. And this same dude, I done came on and talked positive about this on this show. This same dude talking about my dudes. Probably thinking, thank you, Eric Harris. Thank you, Eric Harris. Watch this now. Parent told him, he said, Penny can't coach. Georgia Tech ain't a good school. And when Rick Stansberry, the white coach, was at Memphis, Penny was jealous of him and all kind of crazy stuff. He telling this to a parent. Talking about the school, talking about what schools didn't have no money. Can't say that about Memphis. But he can help. I can help you get a bag, talking to the parent. The parent said, I ended up telling this dude, nice to meet you. Let's keep it moving. Thank you, Extra Eyes Media. He is so, Extra Eyes Media is so, and Rick Stansberry's son was still on Memphis team. He take up for the white coach, but tried to bury the two black coaches. And then asked the man, told the man, I can help you get a bag. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a liability within our community that many times we don't celebrate our leaders until they're dead. And when they die, we want to name streets after them, but when they're alive, we run their name through the streets. What do we do with a person like this? What do we do? What do we do, ladies and gentlemen? Y'all talk to me. What do you do? As mad as I am at this dude, if you notice, I ain't called his name. Dude, you messing with our culture. You messing with the two dudes that the rest of the white coaching world want to get rid of. Because they got they got Negroes like you to do their bidding. When we gonna stop? We got all of this data out here. All of this data. People don't know how to use it. People who you think you have the answers to everything. That's why I tell y'all when y'all come on this show, don't show up to get, show up to give. Man, I met some young men this weekend, just encountered you know, one almost hit the door, hit me. The young man said, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. These young kids this weekend at Jimmy's event, man, I fell in love with them kids. I do anything I can to get them kids help. But I got something else for them. Because all of them ain't going to be able to play college basketball. But we got a rat. Hold up. We got a rat in this community, and we got to understand and call this damn rat. Listen, it ain't for me to call him out. It's for y'all to call his ass out. I told you, if you email me, I'm going to tell you who it is. Now, don't email me to be messy. Email me and say, okay, we got to stomp this rat out. Hold on a second. It's terrible, man. I can't really say what I want to because Sonya and them on here. But if all of us have to get all the fellas here, I'm going to tell you what I got to say about this. I was just thinking about it. I was just going through things in my mind. Don't just show up here to get. Show up here to give. When you learn, when you teach, when you get, you got to give. The world's most intelligent people, Gary, constantly keep an open mind and are willing to change their opinion when presented with new information. We got damn fools like that. They go. Sonny said we need to get this rat. Oh, you know I'm gonna tell you who the rat is. My mom, you know what? See, my mom used to say stuff like, whenever you see Robert, a turtle sitting on top of a fence post, she said he didn't get that by himself. I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I know I'm gonna go to this thing, and I got to practice because I was speaking. Went to a couple of speaking engagements. I tell y'all now because I'm back. But when people don't take notes when I'm teaching, I fight not to be triggered because I know I'm telling them something they ain't getting nowhere else. That's why I'm always taking notes. Everybody be laughing at me. They think I be on my phone. I'm at church. They think I be on my phone. I'm taking notes. Because it's like making your best dish and people eating it while scrolling on their phones. Put some respect on my work. I'm just messing with y'all. But it's just little stuff, man. I was just thinking about and what we have to understand. And this is why when I'm speaking to these young people, I have to tell them. She said, somebody said, I don't even live there. Somebody said, I don't even live in this city. But that rat, be gone, rat. Yo, but you know what? Most of the employment decisions in your life will be decided when you're not in the room. Y'all, be good to people. It will matter. It will matter. Shout out to Jamaica. I met her. Because I always call her Jimica, because that's the way it looked like it sounded. She and her son came down this weekend. He can play too. He can play. I'm gonna wait on Jimmy to come because I don't want to be talking about the kids twice. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do them like that. want to give them, but you know what I've learned? People want you to remain who you always been because they are. You get that one on. You get that one on the way. You get that one on the way. Oh, he went to the TSU and watched the Johnny Jones elite camp, and it was good seeing all the players out there and watch them continue to grow. Good job. So it's watching these people this weekend dealing with the rat. Dealing with the rat. I got some. I was just thinking about some. Thinking about Shador. Thinking about Shannon Sharp. Thinking about all these young people. Yeah. What's going on? Thinking about the rat again. Because y'all, the rat is in a position of power. So that's why his ratness need to be exposed. But I got a learning lesson this weekend watching the people. Because, everybody, we send out guy kids, they go play all this basketball and they get pretty good. They like Michael Porter Jr. and Malik Beasley. And Malik Beasley got cleared of these certain gambling charges. And but y'all got to remember, Malik Beasley was about to sign a $42 million deal with Detroit. And he got arrested for gambling, but now he's been cleared. Who gonna run that 42 mil back? Who gonna run that 42 mil back? Y'all feeling me? See, we have seen young black men make money. And you can lose it quickly by making poor decisions about doing crazy stuff and who you lay down with. Shannon Sharp. Deshaun Watson. P. Diddy. So I was thinking today, young man asked me, what would you tell your son, Robert? How do you choose? I don't know. It's an innate thing. Because I'm not there with you. And I don't know your Mac game on how strong it is. I don't know how much game you got, because some of y'all ain't got no game. I understand. And not to play a game on somebody, but be able, let me tell you something, to be able, see, you might have the trappings to get a woman, but you got to have some integrity to keep her. So what I did, I said, I just know the most important decision you will ever make in your life is choosing your belief in God and choosing the right mate. Man, if these girls, man, I ain't. Ladies and gentlemen, the mate you choose will inspire you to either grow into your greatness or they will confine you to your complacency. I was gonna give this to these people this week, but I got to share this with some of y'all. They will either be your other half or make you half yourself. Yo, I'm talking about the stuff we need to be talking to these young guys that were in this gym yesterday. Parents, this is for you to talk to your family. I'm giving you something. That's why I tell you to share the show. And as an athlete, you know who's chasing you in high school. I knew who was chasing my son in high school. He didn't tell me, but I had other people telling me. I know who was chasing him in college. He didn't tell me. But the coaches was calling me and telling me. That's my son. You know who chased you in college? You know who was standing outside your locker room? Samson, Delilah was after him. Go read it. Think about it, y'all. Somebody said, wow, powerful words. I'm living that now. Y'all think about it now. The military couldn't defeat Samson. That's why I tell y'all to read. I don't care if you're Muslim, whatever. You need to read some of this stuff in the Bible. You need to read. No warrior could put him down. Nobody could defeat Samson. No plot, no scheme, no strategy, no tactic, no maneuver that could employ that could bring Samson down. But when Delilah got hold to him, Shannon, the next thing you know, he was asleep and his locks were cut off. Ladies and gentlemen, the locks didn't have no power. It was just symbolic of something. No, my son didn't have a rat on the coaching staff. My son had 2 black head coaches that looked out for his well-being with 2 of the best men I ever met in my life. So watch your words and watch your mouth you say about people that I care about, Melvin Dews. That's what I love about the little girl, Sierra. She was on the Breakfast Club the other day. And them joking ass, clown ass, joking ass boys come talking about, man, New York Giants ain't gonna be this. And she said, look, player, let me tell you something. I love you, we cool, but you ain't finna talk crazy about a team my damn husband is on. Then they come with another ignorant ass question where they say your husband is corny. She was there to promote her album. They said, call you. She said, let me tell you something. He's a man. He's a man like my father that took care of me, that I feel. I mean, just roasted him. So Melvin, dude, watch what you say about them 2 men. You better make sure if your son is blessed enough to play for somebody, you have concerned coaches watching him from up there messing with them damn white girls. Yes. When y'all always want to be on here jokey. But I'm like Sierra today. I'm not letting you talk about people that I mess with. So y'all cool with that. Y'all like to play the games and feel funny. And when I was telling you about that damn rat, it's an important subject. That ain't nothing to play with. But let me keep going. Always, y'all, it's always one. gonna come on this feed and say something like that? When Delilah got hold to him, the next thing you know, he was asleep. Cut his locks off. What she cut him off from? She cut him off from his knowledge and power of himself and who he was. And he lost his abilities. Our young athletes, we have to be disciplined and moral. You have to have discipline. You got to. Hold up, hold up. My partner said, the way you feel about your coaches, I'm like that about you. I know you are, Matt. I know. Hey, see my people watching the show. Now these people that grew up with me. But let me y'all watch this. I'm just thinking about, I'm sitting in the gym, Mac, yesterday, just watching these little kids run up and down the floor in Jimmy's event and watching the mamas and daddies around the walls and everything. And while I'm talking, don't forget about Carla Gigliardo. I'm just going to put her name up there. Just call her right now. Just everybody call her. Just call and say, Robert told me to call y'all while I got to finish this story. Our athletes, they do have discipline. They do have ability. They just have to follow the law of transmutation and take the principles of that discipline that they use to become great in athletics and start using that to be great morally, mentally, and spiritually. We got to start teaching this to them. It's possible. Look at Eric say he wish he had better decisions about where his son went. Eric, I know that's why I'm telling y'all this story. I'm not telling you for my sake. It ain't gonna help me. Man, my son was thinking, you know, everybody calling, man, you go. And y'all, we had a little deal. Matt, he could have went to certain colleges and got a scholarship. All the money that I saved for him, shoot, we was gonna split it. But I explained to him, I saved this money for you to go to Harvard. Save this money for you to go to Harvard. Now you can go over here and we can split this bread. I wasn't gonna give it all to him now. Y'all shit, I ain't crazy. But unfortunately, to our athletes, we leave it all on the field. We leave it all on the court. That's bad math. Don't leave it on the field. Take everything that you got from the field and bring it back home with you. That same discipline. And use it for your mental and your moral development and for your economic development and your family and your people. All this money we got should be going back to them communities. Kobe Bryant, I love you to death. But couldn't you find a sister? Because you passed away. I know your daughters got your genes, but the mama, she can go do whatever else she wants with that money. RG3. Love who you want. I ain't trying to tell you who to love, but I'm thinking generationally. And it's like we did. And if we did, we would have less tragedies and less loss by falling victim to temptation. Michael Parsons is fighting for his contract. And the way Jerry Jones is treating him, I need somebody to call that number for me today, 832-446-32. Just say, hey, caller, saw it on the Chop Shop. Girl, what you got going on over there? Let me see who's going to do that for me today. Sonya, I know you're going to call him. I know that's one. Marcus Carroll might call. Watch this. Watch this. Can a young black athletes, NFL especially, still be pro-black, stand up for themselves, be a man, and also still play in the NFL? Now, we saw what happened to Colin Kaepernick. We need to be sharing this show because I'm going to get you. We saw what happened to Colin Kaepernick. Do you think it's possible, y'all, for our black athletes who are superstars to be able to speak up on issues and stand strong? Or do you think they have to acquiesce just to get that paycheck? Love you, Eric. That is the way the system has been designed. Y'all talking to a guy who was in this. I was all them years. I told you I got conflicted. I just came on this show and bragged. Don't y'all talk about the NFL? It making more black millionaires than any other American industry. I just came on here and said this on this show. I was conflicted. That is the way the system has been designed. They're always, the NFL is always going to be due for a public lynching of one of these guys, of anyone that stands up to the system of injustice, wickedness, racism, etc. But that is a decision you have to make, young athletes. But it's based on your character. What does it mean to stand on business? You know how everybody, I'm standing on business. You know how everybody, I'm standing on business. Share to show everybody because somebody need to know about standing on business. Does it mean you stand on compromising your principles for money? Y'all talk with me. Y'all talking about Shadua? Y'all want to talk about Shadua? Y'all want, does it mean standing on business mean standing on your integrity? Does it mean standing on or compromising your principles for money? What does standing on business mean? Because if standing on business means you're standing on your integrity, what you believe in and what's good and what's right, then it don't matter who or what the check says. You know that if you do, God got you. If he got you, you the minority. Excuse me, you the majority if he got you. Unfortunately, most of our athletes have always, because I remember Nas in one of them songs, Nas said, artists out here scared to make Muhammad Ali statements. You're right, David. You're right. They can choose. They got a choice to do that. That's all Nas said. He said, artists out here scared to make Muhammad Ali statements. But how many people, y'all, are willing to be in sports and entertainment and make Muhammad Ali statements? How many people that we know or have been great in entertainment are willing to use their social leverage that they have developed to wage their social leverage to change the conditions of their people? Very few. Bill Russell, Harry Belafonte, Muhammad Ali, Colin Kaepernick. I never forget. We need some more athletes that take on the spirit of Muhammad Ali. Do y'all remember at the height of his career? At the height of his career, you know what he said? They was trying to draft him to go to the army. He said, man, I'm not willing to go kill. I'm not killing no Viet Cong. They ain't never called me a nigga. I ain't going over there and fight for them and kill and die for a country. And when I come back, I can't even drink out of a water fountain. You got to have that kind of spirit. If you're about it, but how are they making so much money? That means you're more valuable. That means you're valuable. And get your money. I ain't telling you not to get your money now. Get your money and then affect change. Don't mess the money off. Shannon Sharp. Now some other girl, this other got $23 million of your black ass, country ass money. Because you want to have fun with an OnlyFans girl. Well, robbing his money, I know it's his money. I know it. But that's just the way I feel. I apologize later. You have to have that kind of spirit. And even though Muhammad Ali was denied boxing access for years, watch this, ladies and gentlemen. He went down as being a champion of something bigger than boxing. Y'all ain't. He went down. He became the champion of a cause and a champion for justice. What kind of legacy you writing? What kind of legacy your son gonna write? Y'all know when I send mine up there to Cornell, I said, don't you let your talent take you nowhere your character can't keep you. You go and get that information and bring it back and figure out a way to help your community. So he got that in his head at an early age. Ladies and gentlemen, my student athletes, my young people, I wish the Legacy School of Sports and Science was on here today. You want to be known for being more than just being a good ball catcher. What's up, Jimbo? to be known, man, more than a person who a good jump shot, a good runner, a good dunker. So looking around that room, Jimmy, uh, yesterday, thinking about them athletes, young men walking around there. I was just thinking about it. You want to be known. You don't. You do want to go down as being a good soldier for your folks, man. If that's the case, using sports as a mean to the end. If I develop me, you're using sports to develop you some social leverage. And you're going to use your social leverage for your people. Otherwise, you don't deserve a platform. That's why every day I'm going to talk about something that I can do to help y'all. And it's going to take a few of you athletes stepping out there to do it. Colin Kaepernick was doing it. But they made sure that they gave him a high-tech lynching to this guy and to all the rest of the athletes. So all the rest of the athletes, Jimmy, they wanted them. God, Jimmy, you know I done studied this. They'll realize if you do it, we're going to do you the same like the plantations did in the past. See, y'all, if you ever read your history, every time that a black man was on the plantation, showed any revolutionary spirit, as soon as they caught him, ladies and gentlemen, hold on. As soon as they caught him, hold up, Jim. As soon as they caught him, they didn't just lynch him and beat him now. They made sure before they did, they brought all the slaves together and they made them watch. They wanted to show this what happens when you rebel against. Look at Mahmoud Abdul. Yes. Hold up, hit the wrong button, man. I'm up here messing around. I'm sorry. And they never got that program. They never got that platform again. No, Craig Hodges never got that program again. They never got access to those personal millions again. But so what? What Colin Kaepernick has done, ladies and gentlemen, has made a contribution to the world. And his social stance is the way better than any other thing he could have did. We gonna be talking about that dude for the rest of his career. Half of these quarterbacks we ain't gonna talk about, but we gonna be talking about that man because he made a Muhammad Ali story. A statement. What hell? To hell with what he said. With the hell with what the NFL said, and they gave him a bag. But I just wanted to, Jimmy, I was thinking about them kids yesterday, and just everybody walking through there. Everybody is just. I was sitting there watching. I was just looking. I saw this little girl, and I took a picture of it, and I forgot to load it up and put it on the screen, and. I guess she was there watching her brother, cousin. She just sit there. I wish I could. She was just sitting there on the floor. Hold up. She was just sitting there on the floor. I'm watching all these people. But Jimmy, I got to finish this one. Cause we got to do a better job as parents. We got to do a better job as parents of rewarding academics more than athletics. Parents will sacrifice thousands of dollars, work overtime to make sure baby can get to that summer ball workout circuit. Make sure they get the cleats and the shoes. Whenever they win, you cheer them and you go over and you sacrifice and take the whole team out for pizza. Look at all the investment we put in children for athletics. Let's start doing the same for academics. Why not take the students in your son's class that all made the honor roll this year and have a pizza party with them. Why not celebrate them? And it starts in the home. Beginning to celebrate academics and telling their child, the dudes that own the NFL teams, that own the NBA team, they don't play. They didn't play sports. Jimmy, when I look at these numbers and just watching these people sacrifice all the, see, somebody sold me some. And we was talking about what he said. It was unbelievable. Oh, he said, white people put their children into sports to extract principles from it. Black people put their children in sports toward becoming professionals at it. Repeat that. Y'all just tell me. I got you in the background, Jimmy, because you're moving around too much over there. Black people, white people, put their children into sports to extract the principles from it, while black people put our children in sports to become professionals at it. So when you give it your all, right, and we don't become what we want it to be and go to the NFL and NBA, we leave with a broken heart and a broken spirit. And the next thing you know, we're on drugs, we on alcohol, operating at a mediocre existence. But the white parent who went in it to not become a professional at it, but extract principles from it. They took that teamwork they learned, that sacrifice, that discipline, the ability to categorize personal problems and still perform on the court, hearing instructions, all those principles that they took. They took it to the law firms. They took it to the business, insurance business, to the dental practice, and by the law of transmutation, they are transferring what they develop in sports and bringing it into business to become successful in life. And Jimmy, that's what I was thinking about when I was looking around that building yesterday of the Ruck on Wood, the 2006, 2026. I'm sorry. Some of the most courteous little young fellas. I mean, one of them almost bumped into me when we walked out the door. Excuse me, sir. I apologize. I said, wow. It made, y'all, sometimes I got tired of high school sports. But this last 2 weekends, it make me just giving me these ideas and these things. These kids they're more than athletes, man. And I want them to be able to take these principles that they learn and apply them in business. Never forget Magic Johnson. He went to the D League. It was the D League then. He came over and spoke to guys. And he was telling them about the things that, hey man, y'all got to transfer this, whatever y'all got in this sport, you got to be able to transfer that into business. And you'll make a better life for you and your family. But that's it, Jimmy. What's going on, Doc? Mm-hmm.
Oh man, Ruck on Wood, man. Yuck, Ruck on Wood. We finally got through another year of it, and get a chance to fellowship, and of course, in the class of 2026, those are seniors, 12th graders. This is their last Ruck on Wood uh, for that class. Got a chance to see a lot of the kids, and then people as usual they come in there. I'm not worrying about who wasn't there. I'm worrying about who was there, and the people that was there, they only can control what they can control. Um, every year we give like you watch the news and have a weatherman, and they give a forecast of what's coming, how the weather is going to be over the near future. Well, it's the same when there are certain people that have, uh, back in the days they didn't have the Doppler and all this AI and all this technology to go and tactfully pinpoint the weather with as much accuracy as they do now. Just like back in the days, they didn't have a lot of the uh, logarithms and algorithms and synergy and all this type of software that you can get dive deeper into different things in the various sports. Well, one of the things that I've been uh, gifted with the ability to forecast, and that is over a period of times I forecast the future of classes that are coming through the greater Houston area with with an above average amount of accuracy of the potency level of how good that class is probably going to be. The class of 26, I've been saying it for 2 years since they became ninth graders. This class didn't have a whole lot of punch because all of our energies was after the COVID was focused on the class of 2025. The class of 2025 was, man, that was a tough, that was pretty good class when you're measuring the amount of high major signees that you projected and they ended up living up to the hype. Now, national rankings wise, McDonald's All Americans, I think we missed the mark, but that doesn't take away from the fact that Greater Houston has more high major signees than the entire states of Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Oklahoma, just out of this one city. So that's pretty good. Now, class of 2026, two of our players that were the highest nationally ranked players from the 2026 class have both elected to transfer out of Houston and into schools out of state. Both of those schools will be playing, I think, in the Nike EYBL Scholastic League. So that's, of course, you mentioned Christian Gibson. We talked about him 3 weeks ago. He's going to a school in Tennessee, and now Aziz Olajuwon is going to IMG, according to the reports. So that leaves who's left in this class. One young man who many people around the country haven't seen since a whole calendar year ago. Hell, he was playing 16 and under a year ago. So our most decorated player from this class of 2026 had never played 17U before. How about that? Let that soak in, Adam. In Houston. Arguably, our most decorated player, our most experienced player. That means he probably has more points as a 12th grader going into the 12th grade than any other player in the area. He probably have logged more minutes than any other 12th grader in the area. He's probably had more assists than any other 12th grader in the area. And he's fresh. How many people can say this? He's won his last high school game that he played this past season. His name is Elijah Garrett. So Elijah Garrett didn't. He was injured. Didn't play this summer. He's amongst the tops in the area. So it's not a lot of high majors left. I'm thinking a lot of it's enough players to grab the attention of college coaches to come in town because there is an influx of international players now, and a new influx of them that are coming into Houston are already here. So that's what I want you guys when you look at certain classes. What do you expect? People ask, well, man, where all of the well this guy? Well, I'm not worried about who's not here. I applaud.
I got a question. So a lot of people was asking you that.
No, yeah, after in different
You
intervals,
said
not
no.
necessarily last night.
What is it? Yes or no? Were they asking you that? You said no.
Absolutely, a lot of people.
Okay.
A lot of people either ask me or say it, and it
Implied.
feels in a manner from which you are picking at me, like you're poking at me.
You
Like
know you get a little sensitive about that. But what you
oh, you
don't
damn right.
understand is,
And I have
but
court anywhere
but
with having to go into that. So I'm
but
not worried about who
but
wasn't
what
here.
happens is, Jimmy, it ain't your. All you can do is all you can do is open up the door. It ain't your job for them people to bring their ass in there.
Hey man,
They can never say. That's why I say you shouldn't even take it personal. Even, dude, you for how many years? How many years it's been? How many
25.
years? 25 years you've been opening up the door. You had McDonald All Americans playing in it. And you don't want no Johnny to play in it. It ain't. I promise you. When I sit there, y'all don't understand. I wanted to go play golf yesterday. But when I sit there, I did not ask one time who was not there. Because I saw Adam Boyd show up. That was enough for me. See, we got to. Them people don't have no power over you. Because guess what? You open up the event, people were there. Some people got non-division, a lot of non-division college, a non-division kind of college type talent. They were in there, and they were at a non-division one school, and they were there. Other people that represent other places. So these kids got saw. So that's all you can do. Ain't nothing. If a person came snickering at you about that, they just there's something wrong with them. They ain't never tell me this. Not one person said that to me.
No, and add this to it. The group text. Remember, there's always a
The group
mode.
text true. Oh, ain't no telling what they saying.
Hey man, it done fell off. No, it ain't. Listen.
See, Jimmy, we ain't got away from them, Jimmy. We ain't got away from them. Them same old dudes, they doing the same. Okay, come on.
Listen, man, it's like what people do. Here's the thing, in this bottom line. It's simple. I get it.
I don't.
Guys. A lot of people don't like, and we say it to the fact, and we say it over, and people say it over again, and we say it over again. A lot of people just have problems supporting black business.
Absolutely.
So, if that means if your kid get invited, and you really don't want nobody to see you go in your pocket and pay to go in. So what you're gonna do? Some people are gonna discount it because you feel like everybody out there feel like they should VIP. Man, I done went to this event. I ain't got to pay to go in. We lower the price, keep the price affordable, $10. How many scholastic events from a person that don't work at a school district that you're going to get into for under $10 nowadays? $10. We was transparent. We let people know, like many people should do. bring your own chairs because the seating is going to be limited, which that held true. For those who brought their own chairs, I applaud y'all. And for those who didn't, it was in the intel, it was posted on the website, and there was no complaining because people knew. They said, dog, I knew I should have brought my chair. The air conditioning was blowing. Maybe it could have been colder for some, but it was blowing. And if you were warm, you can go upstairs and get cooler or whatnot because the air was blowing up there as well, and it was good ambience. My thing is the players. We had a medical trainer on staff, on site, certified medical trainer who works for one of the school districts. So this wasn't just Aunt Thelma with a Band-Aid box over in the corner. We go the extra mile. We had an MC that kept things going. He kept music going as an undercurrent while the games are going on. Listen, we try to do everything. Give them jerseys. That way, it helps to identify who's who because this stuff is moving so fast. We print rosters right there on the spot. We put people on teams on the spot. People couldn't even believe that. It was like, well, man, what team I'm be on? No, the teams, you'll get put on teams right in front of your mamas and daddies, and they will get a chance to see you. Which, the way we sort the teams out, we put everybody around the court from the tallest to the smallest. The tallest to the smallest, and guess what? And they get a number based on, I have to decide how many teams we're going to split them into based on how many people show up. We'll either go with 10 teams or 12 teams. And then I already have schedules pre-printed, blank schedules, and we populate those things with the rosters. By the time people finish with the first game, second game at the latest, those schedules are posted on the walls in the gyms. Parents get their cell phones, take a picture of those, and they can follow along with the activities. Kids get their photos taken. Those are for future references on the website, which is rcssports.com, and or the magazine. So right now, as Howard mentioned, I'm going to concentrate on the class of 2026, the seniors. They're first up. As I emerge into the senior class, I want to give props to two young men and their families. Because a lot of in this sort of diva era that we're in right now, a lot of people will sometimes lead kids to believe that you're too good for this. That ain't gonna be cool for you. You don't need to be there. As though now everything that they do is transactional, or it has to be. We don't go there. We're gonna get. First of all, none of you kids making the McDonald's game. These are 12th graders for an open gym. Get some good burn in an organized environment. So I applaud the young man, these two young men. The reason I'm getting this saying about them first is that they've already pledged to their future colleges. They've already committed. So they're where everybody else in that building is trying to get in the near short-term future. They have a college that's secured. Neither one of them is going to have to pay a dime to continue their education and athletic career at least 1 year past high school. And their names is Shia Francis from Second Baptist School, he's committed to Navy. And Adam Boyd from Atascocita High School. He's committed to Louisiana Tech. I applaud these young fellas for coming out and getting some burn in when I'm sure people try to ask him or pose the question, why you gonna go there? This is Houston history. Do you guys understand just how many and it pulled up my antenna, Hatter, of just how many people that are high school coaches right now in this city that are coaches that actually played in Rucker on Wood.
Say it again.
There are high school coaches that played in Rucker on Wood. You guys may not have no earthly idea. There's a whole lot of high school coaches in Greater Houston that are leaders of men. Obviously, if they're coaches right now, that means whatever they were professions in, now they are teachers right now. It's a lot of coaches out there that played in this.
You know what, Jimmy? Hold up. Forget all what you're saying. That's some coaching. Doug just said something that really what I said in the beginning. He said we had 351 kids who effing wanted to be there to show up and compete. I did not realize. So it's almost 400 kids came. Man, forget who didn't come. I'm with Doug on that one. You don't even have to talk about nothing. I never thought about it like that. Do y'all know how many people that is? Somebody supported.
Oh yeah.
Somebody supported. Right? Hey, I ain't been in none of nobody's tournament. I was there. So I know it had to be good if I was there. And I got a chance, man, like I said, I got a chance, man. I didn't even think about that because I guess I don't allow people with that kind of negative ass energy around me. So if somebody had really said it, I would have checked them so fast. Like Jimmy, let me just show you how people just run their mouth. I'm in their mind of my business. I ain't said nothing. Man, I done lost a player. People are losing players to this school in Memphis. Watch this, Jimmy. Watch this. This school in Memphis. Guess what? That Penny guy. I said, whoa, player. He don't have a freaking school. Where y'all get this stuff from? But people don't understand, Jimmy, the dynamics of what's going on. You remember I told you I was going. I went to see Penny one time. We was going to see James Wiseman, and he had that. You know that he got this van, this Sprinter van that's all got everything on it. Yeah, and we was going. I said, hold up, man. Before me and you go on this trip, because I'm going down to see James Harden. I mean, it's not James Harden. James Wiseman on a professional capacity. You going down there to see him on a professional capacity too. But we're riding together. Call your compliance person right now. Put me in the car. Put the compliance person, Jimmy, on the phone and said, no, Mr. Hatter can go anywhere he want with you. Y'all got a unique and pre-existing relationship that other coaches in won't have. So we normal. We know when we get a guy like you, when we got a guy in your position, it's a different relationship. So guess what? I'm so careful. This kid's so careful. He pay attention to all of that. And you think he gonna have a freaking high school? And black ass dudes around here repeating it? Because of what them other coaches around the country telling you that lie? Man, y'all need to grow up, man. I'm serious, man. This basketball community, I told y'all was sick. We got a rat in this community. We got sickness in this community. I'm just sitting there listening. I looked him straight in the face and said, player, what are you talking about? Man ain't gonna put himself in no position like that for no damn high school when he can go get whatever high school kid. Unbelievable. And Jimmy, then I look, Jimmy, you're not, because I don't want to talk about nobody. But hey, man. What's that boy name? Who's that boy? AJ DeBaster ain't walking through that door right now. But I just had to tell you that, Jimmy. I heard it yesterday. I mean, I just heard some stupid ass stuff this weekend. That's why I was so glad to just be in the gym and watching them young kids play. What I didn't mean to hijack your situation. That shit pissed me off. That pissed me off.
I mentioned, as I was mentioning, two young men, Adam Boyd and Shia Francis, were two 12th graders who already have their colleges. They've already committed, and they were in the building. Adam Boyd, his birthday is today. Shout out to this young man, because what happens is that means you, even though you've attained that level or that goal that most high school basketball players are seeking, the vast majority, 99.9%, are seeking a college scholarship or an offer or whatnot.
Not at
right?
the Ruck on the Wood, is it? They seeking them at the Ruck on Wood?
Yeah, they're seeking, everybody do had a college, not Division One, and everybody's seeking Division One, they can get it. They're seeking that. They're wanting that.
But Adam wasn't seeking it. He just came because somebody just
said absolutely.
Yeah.
He came back and played. That's what I'm saying. It's almost like rubbing the log on Apollo. It means something, because a lot of people don't really understand a lot of the work that goes into this, and how many people try their best to get me to double the prices, to make it higher, because other people charging $150, $200. You should charge. No, this for the people. This has been in existence, guys, 25 years of Rucker on Wood. 25 years of Rucker on Wood. And it's like,
Jimmy, I think it's a celebration, man. We shouldn't even be talking about these clowns, man. I mean, it's just the group chat people. Y'all know y'all know they gonna listen to. Jimmy, we shouldn't even be. I'm like Doug now. Man, you done got past this, man. I know it's kind of personal to you, but man, you put in the work. You put in the work, and you got a young kid saying he appreciates all the love and support that Hicks and Doug have shown him over the last 4 years. So he wanted to show up, and Jimmy, everybody ain't gonna like you. Everybody ain't gonna like me. Everybody ain't gonna like Doug. You know what I said? Doug said it on there. F them. I know I ain't done nothing to now one of you clowns. But call you a clown every now and then on this show. But if it's shoot fair, I don't call you by no name. Y'all got to understand, man. We got to understand, man. We should be celebrating today, them young kids. We should be celebrating Sean Mayberry. How he took his team aside. He didn't win, but he took his team aside and was talking to him and educating them. I mean, and speaking and bringing the ball up throughout the main. Sean Mayberry, that's who we need to be talking about. We need to be talking about these young kids, man, who came in there, man, and was what's my man, number 73, who dunked that thing, and a couple of guys who put people in the ring. That's who we need to be talking about. Them people that didn't come, they just didn't come. They just missed some bump. Yeah. Jimmy, hoopers want to hoop. Jimmy, these kids just don't like to hoop like they used to. I've been told y'all this a long time ago. Hold up. Because my mama tell me I can't go hoop. I couldn't go do this. I couldn't. Somebody on a summer coach, man, don't go to that. Man, I ain't thinking about you. Hey, y'all, calling all my dudes. Let's meet up, man. Let's meet up. Let's go. Let's at least go and support. Can't let these, man. That's why we got to celebrate those young kids that were there.
And in doing so, the senior class,
You gonna go there first?
uh, yeah,
Okay.
seniors first, and I want to give a shout out to Team 4. Well, I mentioned Shy Francis a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what? He played in the championship game.
Okay.
His team made it to the championship game. Team 3 ended up playing Team 4 in the championship. Shy Francis fell a little short with his team, but it's good to see him doing what needs to be done. And I'm telling you, understand something. There's no doubt that Shy Francis was a Division 1 prospect. He ended his recruitment in July.
And he was on team what?
Team 3.
Team 3. You said 4. Okay. I got you.
Team 4 beat Team 3 in the championship.
Okay.
And a lot of schools were pissed off because they like to string these kids along. He didn't go through that. He saw Navy came with opportunity, said to hell with this stuff. And I applaud young men who were sitting there and not going to play around with this stuff, especially knowing that the portal is you're competing against all this stuff. These JUCOs going to have several functions during the fall. It don't take but one college coach to go see one of them JUCO events to put the brakes on a high school kid to hold on tight. We gonna wait. We want to see you a little more. We want to see you. We'll get you on campus at the end of October. Push you on down, kick you on down the road. He didn't. And so as we go through the season, that don't mean a dislike kids who didn't come. No, that just means that certain kids of certain stature that show up and support your birthday party, then they might get a little favor in the future when it's as needed, as wanted, as welcomed. So the rest of that team that won that championship, Team 4, that was a fun championship game. Hey man, Allen, one kid that stuck out, and as you kept watching him, it's like one of those kids say, man, if he was about 3 inches taller, about 2 inches taller, because he's about 6'4", but he played 6'7" Big number 88. Big 88. Christian
I like
Zayed.
88. I didn't put him on that list, but I remember play. I like
Christian Zayed. Big, rugged. He didn't gain, gain a little weight. And I had to go up to him because I'm looking at him like, wait a minute. And he's watching. I'm sitting there watching the championship game with the University of St. Thomas head basketball coach. I'm sitting there watching it with him. Can't tell you guys what he said, but I'll tell you one thing. If Chris Zayed continues to improve this season, and if he has and football don't work out, there's no one place that might have an opportunity for him. I can't speak for them. They can speak for themselves. But I'm telling you, I know one school that definitely knows about him. And that's one of the things. Most of the players that were in attendance will, if they play college basketball immediately out of high school, if they're going to be playing at the non-Division 1 level. So this was a buffet for what is it? Southern Arkansas, Lee Junior College, University of St. Thomas. Those were the 3 colleges that were represented yesterday in the building, with about 6 combined coaches between the 3 schools. It's a buffet. That's an audition. So if nothing else, when you get to talking about your 11th graders and 12th graders, you look at Ruck on Wood, as an audition. And if that's what it takes, and you want more college coaches there, I can get more there for you. This is already the best bang in for your buck.
Jimmy,
You tell me,
Jimmy, it ain't about getting more coaches. Wait, which you can't
yeah,
give
I
them
mean,
one
so,
scholarship. That's just doing
just
too much. Jimmy, you had 351. Jimmy, you really didn't have no room for nobody else. Jimmy, people, hey, unless you gonna outlive that place ain't big enough. So I mean, I promise you, man. I like number 50. I think his name Aiden Muhammad. I had to put my glasses on playing hard.
hold on before you give your list out. Let me
Okay.
acknowledge
Okay.
the top
So
10.
you go get them guys who won the championship. I like to look at the other.
Yeah,
Come on, go on, do your thing. Go on, do your thing. Go do
the
it.
championship team. Brett Butler. Listen to what the schools these kids go to.
Okay.
That's what make this kind of special. Brett Butler, 6'2", Huntsville High School, Huntsville, Texas, Huntsville High School.
Okay.
Josiah Goree, right? Oh, I'm sorry, and Brett Butler wore number 29.
Uh-huh.
I like Brett Butler too, man. Get that thing, make smart passes. He was looking to make the entry pass. Go and camp out in that left corner, in that right corner over there, get it. Wasn't shot happy. Knock down the three if it was there. Knock one down in the championship game. I like Brett Butler. Josiah Goree. He's about 6'3". Beaumont United High School.
Man, if I hear about one more kid going to Beaumont United again.
Say, man, Beaumont United came deep. They rolled deep down there. They rolled deep. Both weekends. They came on down there deep. I'm proud of Beaumont United.
I like Beaumont. I like Beaumont now. I like that. I got me a young one at Beaumont. I like it.
And remind me as I roll through this. We get through with this at the end of the as we get ready to land the plane. Remind me to share a story about the Beaumont.
Okay.
Jaden Hebert. Jaden Hebert. Right? Or some people call it Haybear. Right? Depending on your pronunciation. He's from Brenham High School. So we got a Huntsville High School, a Beaumont United High School, and a Brenham High School on the same team. Jaden Haybear wore number 28.
Okay.
Right? We got Johan Porter. Johan Porter wore number 17. I like him, man. He can run a team. He can help a coach get a pay raise. He wore number 17. He's from Baytown Sterling High School. Right? Justin Trin, Trinih. He's about 6'2". He's at Pearland Dawson High School. Jalen Vaughn from Baytown Sterling High School. And last but not least, I mentioned him earlier, the big fella, the Whopper, Christian Zayed, 6'6", Katie Tompkins High School. I said he's about 6'4". I'm sorry, guys. 6'6", Katie Tompkins High School, Christian Zayed. And I asked him after it was over with, and he's turning his jersey in, hey, man, do you play football? He said, yes, he does. He plays both sports for Katie Tompkins. He's a tight end.
Boy, I know that coach was mad as hell. He was in there damn playing in there this weekend.
Hey, man, I didn't know the guys. I didn't know them. Didn't know whether they play football or not. And last week we had a starting safety. The starting safety for North Shore High School was in the building at Ruck on Wood. And I don't encourage football players to come to Ruck on Wood because I feel like they're taking a spot from somebody else that could have got in. But, how am I to know it unless I put the memo out there and let them know, hey, please, no football players. And so that's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
So I'm not inviting them.
Yeah.
As for Brooke Jones handled 99% of the invites for Ruck on Wood, and I personally don't applaud the football guys coming out for this because it's
Mm.
so much contact
Yeah. Yeah.
and referees ain't calling stuff. And some guys don't understand. These guys, many of our youth don't have many miles on their tires playing in these type of settings. They just don't, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
and I started thinking about it. There's certain type of uh, there's a certain way you have to play in settings where you're not going to get to the free throw line. You're not going to get called foul on you when it's going to be.
You
There's
got
a
to
certain
be
way you got to
down
play.
there wild. You got to be down there wild. You got to match intensity versus intensity, coach. I mean, I was laughing about Jimmy. I was watching, and it was a common thread. And I want young players to start paying attention to this, especially you guys playing guard. If you notice, everybody was double teaming everybody. Wherever the ball went, everybody was there. All y'all had to do is move the ball quicker. You had a layup and move the ball. Everybody was doubling. And wherever the ball is, everybody double team. Every day. I mean, just going at it. And I was just hoping, I was wanted to see somebody make the decision like, oh, I know the double team coming. I know I got to see where it's coming from. Those are the kind of things that help you become a player if you ever get a chance to go to the next level. Because you got to recognize that real quickly. When coaches see that, oh my God. If you had a came over in the huddle and said, look, man, they double team, we would have watched that. Those are the kind of things that I look for in basketball players. They just go in there and double team and turn that thing over. Double team, turn it over. It was a double team turnover a match a few times over there, but they got through it. And I just want them to just be smarter on the basketball court. You played hard. Now we got to play smart. Yeah, Jim. That's all.
Some of the players, of course, I mentioned that was a championship team, and of course, second team that finished runners up. They featured Bryce Davis from Ridge Point. I mentioned Shia Francis from Second Baptist, Khalil Johnson from Klein Forest, uh, Kevon Langford Cunningham from Galveston O'Connell, Jonathan Matzlier, he's from Cy Ranch High School, Adrian Molina from Bay City, and Amari Napoleon from Eisenhower High School. Those were the players that comprised team number 3, and they made it to the championship but came up short. Who's some of the kids you about to mention? Some of the kids
I,
that caught the
I,
12th graders
he really,
caught child.
he didn't really. You know what? I'm gonna put it like this. I hope he watched. Right? His name Aiden Muhammad, number 50. Man,
Mm-hmm.
you were playing hard as hell out there, man, and I loved it. Okay, but man, get in the gym and learn how to play. You got to get some skills. You got to be able to lay the ball up. You got to be able to dribble it. But I love you. But you was out there, and I can't. I'm not discouraging you. I want you to keep going out there because you're gonna be good playing over at 24-hour fitness and all of them places like that. You're gonna be a good teammate. But you got to get your skills together. You seem like you just started this game a little bit late, and I wish you had started a little bit early because you was all over the place. Number 85, Brandon Gillian. Number 42, Adam McIntyre, super athletic. Who was that? Chris Reed, active. He got he had this little go-to move he had. Oh, that's my man. He had this go-to move he had. I told him he had to practice that move a little bit, but he went away from it. Jimmy, he had a couple of drop steps and put people in the rim, and then he gonna go try to do a Kevin Durant and try to kick a shot and shot an air ball. Man, you need to practice that a little bit more, buddy. Chris Reed. But I love your game. And then Adam Boyd, he just every time I see him, he just jump off the page, and that's why he's a Division 1, not a prospect. He's a Division 1 a player, just waiting on the senior year to get over with, and can't. You know what? I'm excited about the young kids and Doug. I know Doug gonna keep us abreast, but Doug, it ain't but 10 weeks, Jimmy, from college basketball, man. 70 days, man. From college basketball be 70 days, Doc. Unbelievable. Hicks, you want a Mookie World Series? He out there right now. I don't know if he done went to my food truck yet, but Rod Wells is out on the West Coast already, man. Talking about Jimmy. Do you want him to get you a replica? You know, Coach. Y'all ain't gonna get down here. So, do you want a replica?
What you mean? We just got 2 in the last 10 years.
You ain't got damn now. No, you ain't got damn now. I don't want them. I don't want to hear about no old ass. We talking about the reigning champs. You want him? You want one? You want one? Rod Wells gonna get you one.
So wait a minute. I'm confused about something.
I don't care who in first place.
Which team is your team? Which team is your team?
I ain't got no team. I got players. Remember? I like Tatis. I like Mookie. And who else I like? Them the only 2 I like. Then I like the little boy from Cincinnati. I can't. The Dela Cruz.
Cincinnati about to play L.A.
But you got to realize, Jimmy, I like players. I ain't got no team. I ain't really got no teams. Only reason I went to the damn the World Series when they won that year when we went, shit, because it was the World Series. I ain't had nothing else to do. And hold up. And Verlander was on the mound. The V-man was on the mound. But Jimmy, I like players. I don't like teams. I like players. Why you got on 96? Out of all them damn numbers out there, why you pick number 96? Why you pick
what you mean? Number 96, of course, now tomorrow.
Why you pick 96?
You get to know
why you pick 96.
96 on tomorrow, because 96, I'm gonna talk more about the 11th graders tomorrow, but number 96.
Oh, that 90. Whoa, okay. Yeah. Okay. I was wondering. That's why I said, wait a minute. I saw that number. Hold up. Jimmy, wait a minute. I got my notes on my phone, right? I ain't even got to worry about that note. I know 96 is on that note. Let me just make sure I didn't miss. Maybe I called his name so much. Me and Dirk had a good time with him, though. We didn't say nothing. Yeah, 96 right there all day long. That's the first number I wrote down. Oh, my God.
Chill Will.
He put somebody in the rim. Going to Houston Chris. Hey, when I know what school you're going to, that means what that boy do? That boy bad.
Stay tuned for tomorrow and talk about him. Of course,
okay.
That's Will Arriaga from Houston Christian. He's in 11th grade, about 6'7". And you got to realize, like I said, the Ruck on Wood, there's a lot of things that you can measure. And you can measure a kid that you just can't do in a short period of time in a regulated regulated atmosphere. And that is, you can measure toughness, you can measure heart, you can measure of a kid is willing to compete, you can measure their ability to solve problems. Guy ain't passing you the ball. Let me see what you're gonna do about it. Let's see what you're gonna do about it. You can measure who's embracing the opportunity to get in front of somebody and challenge and dare them to go around them. This is what this is. And the teams that have the ability to put it all together in a short period of time with no practices, no plays. I saw players. I saw some teams that had found a way to just basically pass and move, and got pass and ran it and ran it, and they were moving without the ball.
In the 27th,
the
27th class was passing and moving. Yeah,
I saw teams willing to do that. They figured something out, and sometimes and I get it. Once you get over that fear of, if I pass to the ball, I ain't gonna get it back. Once you pass it and it does come back to you, then you're not going to be so reluctant to get off of it.
Boy, I know one of them. I can't wait till tomorrow. If that dude arm ought to be so right now. He shot that thing every time he touched it. His nickname gonna be Will Shoot, cause he will shoot it every time he touches. Man, me and my Dirk was over there saying, I can't wait to talk about him. I want to see him. I want to meet him, just me and him, no coaches, nobody else around. Man, you can't do that, man. I know somebody done told you, man, shoot that thing every time. Dude, zero. But what you said, 27 has much size. I thought they were 26. But Jimmy,
Now, now,
it's 2
now,
o'clock.
Mitch, somebody, Michael Jordan had a question about one of the players, Anthony Sadler, uh, and Sadler is is a 12th grader at Pearland Dawson High School, ward number 39, and Michael Jordan mentioned that his father played in Ruck on Wood. Is it the first? And I said, wow. But immediately, I already know another father son combo that's played in Ruck on Wood off the top of my head. Anthony Miles went to Clearbrook High School. I want to say he came out in 2004. His son didn't play this year. He was at the TCU camp, but he played last year, and so that would be one. I'm quite sure that I'll leave room and maybe others, but that's a very select few of father-son Rucker on Wood tandems. This thing's been going on a long time, guys, and it's been fun to watch for a long time. 12th graders, you make sure, of course, Doug Jones tomorrow will have a Doug's Dozen, and he will post on the on rcsports.com. You go into the VIP news, and you guys can get that intel. As I close out, of course, 12th graders, give a shout out to a few of them. You mentioned, how you already mentioned Adam McIntyre uh, 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 from Lamar High School. That's number 42. I'll give a shout out, and I've already mentioned Adam Boyd. I'll give a shout out to the kid that played alongside Adam Boyd, Kenneth Mitchell. He wore number 89. Kenneth Mitchell's at Klein Collins High School. He's about 6'4". He had the braids or whatnot with the headband on. Uh, Looked somewhat like a football built
Yeah, I know you're
player.
talking about. Yeah.
But I liked his energy, Al, and that's the thing. I liked his energy. Remember, we're in a room. There's a majority players that are not going to be playing Division One next year. The majority of that room will not. So that means he's, ain't much separation between him and the next for his passing eye test. Just keep getting better. I like number 85, Al. We had two 85s on the list. One of them was a typo. The bottom one is the number 85, Folo Sodipo. That's his name. Number 85, Folo Sodipo.
You
Played
still in
on team number
26?
8.
Still in 26, right?
Yeah, 26.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Folo Odipo. I like Folo. Folo goes to Katie Tompkins as well. So he's in the front court with Big Country, with the big fella, big Christian Zayed.
Yeah.
They're at the school together. Katie Tompkins, that's why I said one of the things I can learn from this is it can tell when I see, like, if a band break up and you go make a solo album, you go make a solo and you doing, and all y'all making some good music, when the band gets back together, they should be a hit. Katie Tompkins might be back this year. Now, of course, Seven Lakes is going to be projected to win that district, yes. But, and Katie Jordan they had 12th graders last year. They got to replace everybody. They're going to be good, Katie Jordan. They got to replace 12th graders. Cinco Ranch, right? He said 30-20, so he messed a typo.
That's Darwin. I expect that out of him, but keep going.
So Katie Tompkins, keep an eye on them. Another young man that caught that I like, number 92, Sam Mosqueda. I like the tall fella, rim protector. He's at EOP. They list him at 6'11". and it's hard for a kid that's 6'11" to not capture your attention at least for a little while. Uh, Number 37, Bryce Rockamore. I like Bryce. Hightower High School. Haller, they say Hightower High School got a couple of move-ins. Say, well, I heard yesterday under the gym. They told me Hightower High School. They say mark your calendar for a non-district showdown between Hightower and Thurgood Marshall, 6A versus 5A. That's on the deck. They say that game there is going to be rocking. Also like 96, Bryce Dixon DeBrow. He's from Galveston, O'Connell. That's just to name a few of the players that, in addition to ones I mentioned earlier, that caught my eye. Remember now, guys, stuff is moving so fast.
Yeah.
You know, either some people are watching, some people are paying attention. My biggest piece of advice in the future: pay attention to who's paying attention, and then that way, now when you read something that they wrote, you will know just how valid that opinion can be if you're watching them. As I mention to you guys all the time, we went to the gym a few years back, and somebody had tweeted out that a kid was cooking and only scored 4 points, and he was cooking. But if nobody had, we were paying attention. Hell, so pay attention to who's paying attention, and you won't be so bent out of shape when a person don't see or don't say your name, your baby's name. So with that being said, of course, Beaumont, the last thing I mentioned to you guys about Beaumont, is roughly about 10 years ago. Nope, 8 years ago, Beaumont had a huge flood down there. And Chop Shop was on one of the radio stations at the time. And immediately we galvanized and reached out and galvanized people in the community. And one of the local nonprofits donated a truck, and we helped fill that truck up with goodies and went down to Beaumont. And I contacted people down in Beaumont, the AD, and they found us some real estate at one of the schools and partnered with their efforts and with us, and they unloaded that thing, and it was like they had hands on deck, and we supplied a lot of cleanup materials in the immediate aftermath of one of those floods. That is one of the reasons that Beaumont ISD loves and supports our platforms, because sometimes people will remember when that you've been there in a dire time of need. And the random act of kindness goes a long way to a lot of people. And then there's others out there, they will never remember what they ate for breakfast, only what they ate for dinner. And you let that sink in as we get up out of here on the Chop Shop. You make sure, guys, share the show if you haven't done so. Share the show to your platforms. Share the show to your friends, your groups, so that others can be able to catch this. We're back tomorrow. We'll talk about the class 2027, Ruck on Wood, and some more. Michael Jordan, thank you. He was in the building yesterday. Thanks for coming out as well. And
Htx Sports. That's the name. Yeah.
Htx Sports. That is it. Yeah. So thanks a bunch, guys. And we up out of here, and see you guys on tomorrow. Peace. We up out of here. Chop Shop.